These trucks from Nouakchott are mostly carrying goods to Senegal. We are in Rosso on the border between Senegal and Mauritania and the main axis of trade between the two countries. This corridor plays a strategic role in the Mauritanian economy. The rehabilitation works of the road Nouakchott-Rosso, long 190 kilometers, are underway. The first phase of the project is already completed. 47 kilometers of highway between Rosso and Bombri rehabilitated with financing from the World Bank to the tune of $20 million. This first phase has already significantly reduced travel time and enabled traders to increase their income.
Now we conduct all our activities without any challenges. Things have become much easier now. Before we used to make 20%, but currently we make 70% with this road.
The rehabilitation of this road corridor is part of the support of the World Bank to Mauritania. In fact, the bank's activities were resumed in 2009 following the lifting of international sanctions on the country. The international community had suspended its activities following the political crisis that shook Mauritania between 2005 and 2008. The country enjoys political stability and economic activities have resumed. In recent years, the growth was at 6.5% and is expected to continue for the rest of the decade. The support of the World Bank to the Mauritanian economy is a project portfolio estimated at $300 million.
Nous avons un certain nombre d'investissements directs.
We intervene on direct investments, and these direct investments will focus on basic clusters, which consist in helping the government implement structuring projects. For instance, we have the project called Banda 2, which seeks to help the government exploit the gas that has been discovered and turned it into electricity, not only for the use of the population of Mauritania, but also to sell it in partnership with countries such as Senegal and Mali. Another aspect is the free zone. In this regard, the government has identified the area of Nouadhibou as an area which can be used to give an impetus to highly constructive development, and this development will focus on points such as adding value to fish products, which for now are exported on a gross basis. And the purpose will be to come up with mechanisms likely to help industries process fisheries products from the hinterland. This is what brings an added value. It also includes the creation of a deep sea port, an airport, the development of tourism, etc.
Mauritania is, however, facing enormous development challenges, including infrastructure, which are central. In addition to the recent paved roads of the capital Nouakchott, large projects are being developed to facilitate the opening of the country to the sub-region.
Mauritania is currently entering into a new stage. As you know, we are about done with the SFPR, the Strategic Framework for Poverty Reduction, which will be completed this year. We are currently working on the post-2015 agenda, which goes from 2016 to 2030, and we are convinced that infrastructure will be a key factor for the development of Mauritania. For this purpose, we will rely on the cooperation with the bank and will be on the lookout for other partners, both private and public, which is an important point in terms of profitability. We are also working on the axis Nouadhibou-Nouakchott-Rosso and the axis Nouadhibou-Nouakchott-Nema, two roads which will open us, one towards Senegal and the other towards Mali. The studies are well underway. Some sections have already been identified as part of a public-private partnership, and we will undertake an in-depth analysis of all this with the bank and its experts.
Despite the economic recovery, the poverty rate remains high in Mauritania, 30% according to the authorities. Rural areas are more vulnerable because of a low level of productivity of the rural economy. Goural is a village located at 170 kilometers from Nouakchott. where live mainly returnees. The village has a population of just over 1,000 people. The locality is one of the beneficiaries of Sustainable Livelihood Means project for returnees and host communities in the Senegal River Valley. This project, which amounts to $3 million, should eventually touch almost 16,000 people in the region of Brakna and Tresdra, southern Mauritania. At Goural, there are two women's cooperatives that were initially funded with $4,000. Rugiso, who received just over $200, now runs a small business that allows her to meet her needs. She supplies the village sugar and other basic commodities. With the sugar bag, I have a profit of 1,000 wugia. With the macaroni, I can earn a little more than 700 wugia per bag. As for soap, profit is 400. With the credit cards, I buy at 5,000 and after I sell it for 6,000, which is a 1,000 wugia interest. Overall, I win 6,500 wugia every 2 weeks. The project of Sustainable Livelihood Means for returnees and host communities in the Senegal River Valley should ultimately increase agricultural and livestock production, thus reducing unemployment and poverty. But in Goural, as in many other parts of the country, there is still a significant obstacle to overcome.
Our top priority here is water. The bank project helped us have a fence for the gardens which need water. If we do not have water, we won't be able to export. There are several young people here. We want them to work in market gardening, but this is not possible without water. They cannot work. Our second priority is to get jobs for the youth.
And in this vast country of 1,030,700 square kilometers, partly occupied by the desert, the thorny issue of water should also find an answer with a project for the management of water resources of the Senegal River Basin. The World Bank and the countries of Mauritania, Senegal, Guinea and Mali are co-financing the project to the tune of $240 million. Their aim is to improve, in 2020, the joint management of water resources for sustainable development.